Alright, back at it. Sorry about that. I have to bring the mic around. Back at it, gonna have some fun. This is really just a brew. I've been thinking of how to possibly get Emry in scales. I really enjoy scales. It's a lot of fun. And we're just gonna we're gonna jam. We're just gonna I guess yeah, I'll talk about the deck here. Let's see. So I watched Spike play. I've been wanting to thinking and wanting to play with the Gear Drake. I think splashing red for that's probably not quite as good. But thinking of a grindy card, people I've seen, the One Ring. I've tried it in sideboards. I think Emry can grind extremely hard, especially in a scales deck. I would love to have 4 cauldrons, but I think that uh, Emry milling a cauldron and being able to play it off an Emry is very appealing. Also, having Mishra's Bauble to recur that most decks do when they play Emry, but also Welding Jar, and can go pretty big with Patchwork. Um, Not too much to say about the sideboard. Dismember probably for you know creature matchups. Pick Your Poisons really for Amulet Titan, Chalice, and Soulless Jailer, both for Cascade decks. Needle for Yogg. Haywire Might for other artifact decks. Welding Jar, the number 3 in the board, really for like Rakdos. Tormod's Crypt for Living End. Anyway, otherwise, pretty much a stock list. Cut to Hangerback. So much exile removal in the format, or more than there has been, makes this a less desirable card. So really cut 2 of those for the Emry. Cut a Jar. Cut 2 lands because you're playing 4 baubles. I usually play about 23 lands. So that's like, 2 lands, 2 Hangerbacks to fit the Emrys, 1 Jar for a bauble, 1 cauldron, and the stirrings, any number of stirrings people play. So with that, let's just get into the league and have some fun, honestly. This one's really here for, here for fun, just trying something new. I've jammed a lot of scales lately, just, you know, trying something different. Want to see how it does, see how it performs. See if Emry can be the. I know scales can grind pretty hard as is, but like people put, and maybe they use the One Ring in the sideboard more for the protection ability than they do for the card draw or card advantage and grindiness that it can produce. But up against Tonga on the draw, presumably. I thought about putting the so no landers, a mulligan immediately. They keep 7 gemstone. This hand will keep. What are we putting on the bottom? Don't know what we're up against, so it's plausible. We just put back the needle and then gemstone. Getting rid of probably the welding jar. We want to go scales, probably turn 1. Ozolus scales, turn 2 ballista. And, hopefully we don't just eat it here. Against hammer, so double scales. See how this does for us. If we draw a land, this could be like a super explosive start. If we draw a land, we get to go second scales, ballista. Presumably they play a creature here. Let's see here. I hope you guys can hear me. Not quite sure on that one. Hopefully I didn't do that entire intro muted, but we'll see. Hopefully. Hopefully not. Well, they have their own saga. Okay. Stoneforge is a good one for them. What are they grabbing? Cauldra? Maybe Cauldra? Yeah, Cauldra. So, land would be tremendous. We did get the land. Okay. Alright. We have all of our colors already with the gemstone, so I think we're safe grabbing just a forest. Scales. Ballista. And we're just going to remove this so they don't get to... So that way they don't get to... Missed Hawaiian. Thank you, Merzinski. Glad to see you, buddy. Oh, another ballista. So, let's see what we want to do. Probably don't need to make a construct. We could make a construct token, sandbag the ballista. Looks like there might be on a construct token, but I think it might be reasonable just to make float one. So we want to get like, probably don't need Shadow Spear. Could get Zabaz for the counters specifically, which is what seems like it could be the most appealing. Thank you, Merzinski, for showing up today. What a guy. What a guy. So, see what opponent, when they allow us to. Can't tell if I'm lagging hard. He does what he can. I know you do, buddy. Appreciate you. It's probably me that's lagging hard, honestly. Baubles, Needle. Ooh. I mean, I think it's just going to be Zabaz and keep their board clear, which they have a hard time dealing with usually, which is fine with me. So we just go another Ballista. And we can destroy our own Zabaz, attack with Ballista. So we're going to destroy the Zabaz, I think. Put 3 counters on the Ozolith, 3 counters on this Ballista that can attack. Yeah, they scoop it up. This Ballista would have been a 3 counters here. 5 would have been a 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. We would have swung for lethal. No lag that you can see. Thank you for letting me know that. That is very helpful, bud. Let's see. Against Blue-White Hammer, I'm thinking we want Dismember. I'm gonna have a look-see at, kind of get an idea as to what we're thinking here. Did we write something up for this? Kind of. Yeah, jars are not helpful. You know, we have quite a few cards for the sideboard matchup, which is, or for the hammer matchup, which is kind of ironic. Pick your poison can be good. It actually can be kind of not super duper helpful because they have a lot of repeats, but artifacts to get rid of, specifically Saga, and just hope they don't play a turn one Sigarda's Aid. Let's see. What is less helpful? I think the welding jars actually aren't as great here, as they have a lot of exile removal, and for that matter, Hangerback Walker gets a little bit meh. Could trim one Cauldron. Sometimes they go way too fast for us to be proactively playing with a Cauldron. Probably don't need Needle. There's plenty of, scenarios we could Needle something, but I just don't think it's going to be that necessary. We'll Sherman Emry because they can go quite fast, and there is some idea to keep Emry over, just trim 2 patchworks on the draw, maybe bring them in on the play. But I think this is what we'll do. Actually, yeah, we'll do this. We kind of got accelerated there with the gemstone caverns on the draw, which was nice. This is a hand. We'll keep this hand. We can fetch out a breeding pool to be able to play Emry and our green cards. See what they want to do on turn 1. Maybe Sargarder's Aid. Yeah. I will get rid of that. That's kind of it is a really big pain. We can, drawing the other Misty, we can kind of still hide that we have blue in our deck a little bit and just draw a forest for right now. And we will make them sacrifice an enchantment. And I don't want to wait for them to play Saga on turn 2. Because I do think that they will just, they'll just sacrifice the Sigarda's Aid instead of the Saga. Another Saga is helpful, although we're going to get pressured pretty quickly here as they play an attack with their Cauldron next turn. But we're just going to go at it. Play Patchy first, play Bobble, get to look at their top card. They're drawing a Pithing Needle. It's going to be difficult. They might name Ravager, they might name Saga. See what we draw. Ink Moth. That's a decent draw. They probably are just going to activate, put their Culture Complete in, and come at me pretty hard. Sometimes we can race. I'm not blocking. I'm just going to take 5. Okay. We get... 4 lands in a row is not the most ideal, but I think we are just going to play another Saga, represent... Yeah, there's the Pithing Needle I was concerned about. They'll name Ravager. It just is what it is, and yeah, maybe there's some. They didn't hit a land drop last turn, so maybe they don't have another one. Marching my Saga is a good one. Unfortunate for me. I was hoping to go get a Ozolith. I think with the needle on that, we chump block, we go to 4. We just, I don't know if chump blocking is the right call. I'm just trying to move a counter over to my Patchwork because the Ravager's Needle, it's going to die because this has first strike. It won't get exiled because it dies before the exile trigger goes off. So we're down to 10. See what we get. A Grove, that's another land. That's not what the people wanted. Yeah, I think we're just coming in. This could end up being a race. They very well could have just another march because they're drawing essentially all. So far they've drawn gas. I'm not going to block. I'm just going to go to 5 and hope that I can keep up with this germ token, or maybe draw something helpful. But they've got, let's see, ooh, I was thinking of that when I said something helpful. Pick your poison. Make them sacrifice. Making them sacrifice an artifact is not as helpful. Although I can go right now and get Haywire Might to Might the Cauldra. I think we are going to... I don't think we're playing Ballista yet. But we will float a mana. Or I could make another Saga token this turn. Go get Haywire Might. And then fetch, or just play Grove, go to 4. That could be something. Getting these constructs bigger could be something helpful as well. I think having a bigger construct, or having a construct army, is going to be more helpful than, or more advantageous to winning this game than oh shoot, that was a punt. I meant to, we only have one forest in the deck. This is going to have to get a breeding pool, but okay. See what they've got. Yeah, they're going to chump. Put in a hammer or a cauldra. Oh, the coat, yeah. Okay. So you get the cloak, the top card of their deck. It's a 3/2 that can't be blocked. Yeah, this was a pretty big punt. This says ward 2. So they are at 9. I fetch shock. I go to 2. Which means, or no, well, I gain 2, so it's just fetched down to 4. I can might this right now. Trying to think if I want to give them the opportunity to return the coat to hand to replay it, because they still have a 2/2 here. And just see what they do. There's a chance that it could be way more relevant. Just, I mean, the Cauldra represents, you know, a large amount. Oh, they're gonna just Paladin. Okay. Are they gonna cast another, like a hammer? Equip for 0, can't be blocked. Okay. And then cast a hammer and okay. Oh, they have a protection spell. That's what's going on here. They have like Surge of Salvation. I'm like, why are they letting me do this? But it's pretty obvious now after the fact. Okay. I don't think I'm going to show them the breeding pool, because we just need a green source anyway. You know, force them to show me the surge, and if they have it, good for them. If they don't, you know, it is what it is. Take care of the Cauldra. Theoretically, if this does work, then this dies, but they're going to have the surge. Okay. We go to our next game. Go to game 3. Do we want patchwork? Patchwork is pretty good. What would we take out for it? Notably fetching and shocking. So I would have been at... I was at 4. No, I was at 5 when I played the land. I would have gone up to... down to 4, up to 6. Okay, I still would have lost. Because the germ was a 6-5. I think I'm going to keep it as is. There's merit to having that patchwork on the play. Huh. No green mana for my Haywire. I have a Saga, which, you know, they presumably may have a March for. I think we have better hands than this, honestly, on the play specifically. Double Saga, Cauldron, Might, Ozolith. I will keep this hand and probably just put back the Bauble. Keep. We will just lead on Ozolith. Maybe, okay. I was going to say maybe they're going to play a Saga turn 1. Sometimes they do. Well, that is a card. That is a good one. See if we can get our... If we draw a green source, that'd be great. I just hope they don't have a March. They have a Stoneforge. That's like kind of okay. Caldra's a pain in the ass, but we do have Haywire Might. It's a Boz, okay. Probably just play the next Saga. Do we sandbag this Haywire Might? I think we sandbag the Haywire Might. Don't really... I mean, they know we can get it off of the... They're not going to block, I don't think, because they want to put their Cauldron into play. And maybe if we draw a green source or something, we can... I probably will pop off they're presumably going to play Cauldron. I can ignore Cauldron for at least like a turn to maybe get rid of... Okay, they have a hammer. So they presumably now have a Pure Steel Paladin in hand. I will... Ooh, do I want to block? I don't think I need... Well, I could block. I don't really have a way to kill my own Zabaz, and it does grow my Patchwork. Save me 1 life. I'll do that. I think I'll do that. We're going to modular onto here. That's going to get a counter. Yes, I want a modular. Okay, we're going to use our Cauldron to take our Zabaz and get something else on that. Okay. Another Patchwork. Let's see. I can get a Needle on Colossus Hammer. I could get a Shadow Spear. Is that the same Cauldron that Chris had? Well, yes. Actually, ironically, Matt, it is. They put all the pieces of Cauldron together on 1 card. So you're thinking of the ones from Morodin, Fifth Dawn, and Dark Steel. The sword, the shield, and the helm are all on this card, yes. And it's quite good. So we're gonna put this on the stack. We're gonna float a mana. See what we want to get. It's kind of plausible that we could get a lot of different things. Even, weirdly enough, a Springleaf Drum. Oh wait, I can use any color mana with my Cauldron. I lied, I don't want to do that. So I can just get another Haywire Might. This might be the play, I think. Put a Haywire Might under my Cauldron. That would be something to do as well. Just thinking through the turn here. We could just get rid of Cauldron. I think I could get rid of Cauldron and their Saga. Put them pretty far behind, I think. I think that's what we'll do. We're just going to cast this Might. We don't get full, getting our other Patchwork super duper pumped up, but I think that this is going to do a lot for us. Hopefully they don't have Solitude. Well, they can't Solitude my Patchwork, so. And we're going to do this while they don't have Surge up. Because denying them their Cauldron and their Saga, while also getting my Patchwork pumped up, is going to be hopefully a route to victory. Just going to do this now again while they have their shields down. They have another Saga. That is a good one to have. They're going to put a code in play. Three Forge Anew, okay. So they can equip something at instant speed. Yeah. So they're gonna equip on their Stoneforge, okay. Well, leave it back as a blocker. Hate to inform you, opponent, but we are going to fly over your Stoneforge. And we are going to get probably just as Zabaz. Gonna give this flying until end of turn. And attack for lethal. We win. Yeah, hooray. Oh, I just saw that our opponent is asking us questions. Yeah, Cauldron. Cauldron allows for green mana. All right. Next one. Didn't really get to see Emry that game, but that's okay. The hammer matchup can be pretty fast. I think that match probably showcased patchwork better than anything else. Yes, we'll play first. Is this a keep on the play? Probably not. I think we have better hands. If one of these other Emrys, one of these Emrys was a land, that would be a pretty good hand. Yeah, I think on the play we got a mulligan that hand. This hand is also kind of meh, but we will keep. And we will put back second Zib-Zab. We're going to play our bobble first and just look at our top card to see if we want to fetch it away. Another Zabaz. Yeah, we're going to fetch that one away. We are going to hold the welding jar just in case we top deck in our top two draws if we get a patchwork. We want to be able to maximize the patchwork. Let's see if they want to play a ragamuffin. No, they're going to preordain. Maybe. Probably just holding up a removal spell for the Zabaz. Double Ravager is fun. Just gonna play Ravager. Maybe I should have played Welding Jar first, but kind of is what it is. They might try to. It's Living End, which is a great matchup to have. Ravager in. We're going to cast our Welding Jar, just we don't want to get it, what's it called? Griefed and taken out of our hand. Okay. Living End, traditionally a pretty good matchup for scales. Yeah, well, there's the Grief. They're probably just going to take our Ballista. They probably don't want to be putting a Ravager in our yard, but next turn we should be able to put it onto the battlefield or in our yard anyway. But yeah, they do take the Ballista. Ballista on hand is pretty dangerous against Living End. Considering whether we should be sacking the Welding Jar on to Ravager to push damage right now. Oof. That kind of answers that, I think. So, I think we go Scales. We get to play a Ravager next turn. Oh yeah, Force of Negation. Seems about right. I'm going to sacrifice the Welding Jar. We're just going to get in maximum damage right now. We're going to put him as low as possible. They're probably going to Living End here. Street Wraith, okay. Yep. Shardless. Let him put the Living End on the stack first. And then we will sacrifice our Zabaz. This doesn't really matter. Sure. Sacrifice its own ability, yes. We get back Ravager and Zabaz. They get a lot more. They get to take my Ravager. Stinks, but is what it is. Huh. Not a tremendous draw for me. Let's see. How are we blocking? Probably gonna block the 5/7 and the 2/2. Eat the 2/2. I think this is how we're blocking. Take like 10. Yeah, we're gonna sacrifice the boss. Give it to Ravager. Ravager gets to eat the agent. And pray. Oh, just another living. Oh, they're just okay. Just value violent outburst. They're not putting living on the stack. Okay. Gets to kill my Ravager. Good for them. And that's gonna be probably it. Yep. Game 1. If they don't have the Force Negation for my hardened scales, maybe we have a little bit better of a chance, but, you know, it is what it is. Tormod's Crypt in. And then just, like, anti-cascade spells. I think that's probably it. Oopsies. Making some noise over here. Just gonna see what my rough sideboard plan is like here. Yeah. Yeah, welding jar is not so great. Needle, not so good. Patchy just gets sacrificed. Okay, this looks like that's the way to go about it. Emry can be a house in this matchup. Ironically, unironically, that it can like sacrifice a lot of our things. Oops. Hammer and Living End. Here we go. Yes, I like to play first. And have a hand that I can keep. Oof. It's kind of woof. I think we gotta send this one back. This has no hate, 4 lands, another no lander. Mulligan. I guess we're keeping this hand. Begrudgingly. Put back a Ballista. Island. Leyline of the Void. Well, my friends. Maybe there was consideration I should have played Saga on turn 1 to go get Tormod's Crypt as fast as possible, but wasn't really thinking of that one. Zabah's not what the people wanted. We're just kind of going through the motions here, people. At least that's how I feel in this game. I didn't board in the Haywire Mites. Wasn't really thinking of the enchantment there. But it is what it is. We can just be mana efficient, play our Ravager, and be oh so happy with it. see, they're probably gonna force cycle or elephant. Yeah. I guess we have a Beseiju to deal with the ley line. One Beseiju to rule them all. Put living into the yard. Beseiju, called shot. Force of vigor. Is that really what's happening here? Jesus Christ. Sure. I can go the distance. Just make sure my opponent doesn't have their third land. Alright, we need a top deck a hate piece here. Really, really bad. There's a Beseiju for them. Hate piece. Nope. And, well, I guess we're gonna attack. I think my only out is to hope that the top of my library is a Tormod's Crypt, Chalice, and that's about it, I think. Nope. I mean, we'll put it in play. What do we do? Mulligan to 5 this game, I think. Yeah. Kind of just is what it is. I don't think we're winning this match, but we will. We turn off auto yields. I can ping them for 1. Okay. They got some biggins over there. Well. Subtlety. Ugh. I don't know if there's, what gets me out of this. Definitely not that. Just gonna get smacked around this turn and maybe die. Let's see. I can do math. 2-0 and trample. 9, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. 9, 15, 19. Yike. I mean, I take 3. I block 3. Doesn't matter. That's Xaxes. Good job. Living end. Opponent. Quick one. Alright. Sometimes that happens against living end. They just have it. I had to mulligan. Is what it is. For some reason, another match. Let's do it. We haven't gotten to do the Emry thing yet, which is making me a little bit sad. But this hand is amazing. This hand just curves out. We will keep against Gigantha. Hopefully we don't get Raffle stomped. Gigantha, so if I try, oh, this is gonna be like Zoo. The Zoo deck. I think I'm just playing Scales next turn. Patchwork Jar. The following turn maybe, Ravager depending on the board state. They're gonna have a Domain here. Kavu, that's a good one. Gonna have to end up tanking a hit from that for at least a turn. I don't think we can get breeding pool, and specifically, I guess I'm just debating if am I gonna have the luxury to go to 15, and then if I top deck an Emry, I'm like chump blocking and stuff. No, I don't think that's how we get through this game. And if I top deck an Emry here, I'll be very sad. Good waffle stomp. That's right. They're going to waffle stomp me probably pretty hard here. Leyline binding on my patchwork is going to be like backbreaking. They're going to discard a card and draw a card. I just have to tank this hit. Oof. Woof. And binding. Yike. Yike. On my scales. Oh. I guess, yeah, they couldn't really take my patchwork because it's got ward 2, but, well, that was a pretty good draw. I can't, like, spend 2 mana to get my scales back. So we just have to play. We just have to go Ravager. Now this can trade with a patchwork at least, as long as they don't have, like, something, as long as they don't have anything busted. Man, I hope we can draw a land next turn. Being able to go land, Ravager, Cauldron with 2 welding jars and a patchwork. We just have to dodge Leyline binding, I think. They're going to have 2 looks at it, but it is what it is. Okay. Well, I think here we are going to just welding jar patchwork. Let our first Ravager eat the dust and pray. Yep, modular onto my patchwork. And we need a land. Scales would probably be like an okay top deck as well. Another Kavu. Well, I guess we're just doing the same thing. Tribal Flames. Don't flames me, bruh. Although the good news is next turn, land. Another Cauldron is not what the people asked for. Yeah, it's just gotta be Ravager again. Even like the original Ozolith would have been a decent pickup here. I don't think there's any way I can like attack back yet. I mean, I do have them on a 2-turn clock. Is there ever a world where I am attacking here? They attack it through with 5, and they have Tribal Flames. I mean, I don't think I'm the aggressor here. I think I'm just fighting for my life right now. Bolt me. Yeah, definitely not the aggressor here. wondering if this is like Leyline Zoo. I probably have to save my Ravager. Top decking Zabaz would be kind of nutty. Maybe Scales. I don't know why. I think they're attacking to draw to Leyline Binding right now. To binding my Patchwork. Oh, they're Exile. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Thinking that I have... I mean... I think this is just... This is probably necessary. And maybe just... I think I just have to, again, let my Ravager die. I just hope I can, like, body up on this. On this Territorial Kavu. Which means their hand is gas, unfortunately. Oh, is it just 2 Tribal Flames? Seriously? Okay. Well, that was easy. What was I drawing? Patchy, probably not the draw I needed. So Zoo is probably like Dismember and Dismember plus cards. Needle, Agathis. They have bolts, so I think I'm just going down an Emry. Although I would really like to be able to like draw Emry, play infinite chump blockers. What am I bringing in? Dismember. Pick your poison. The other jar. And maybe just second Emry. It's kind of like a liability, but no, this card is like grindy-esque. Maybe one Zabaz. I'm gonna take a one Zabaz. We shall be on the play, I think. We need just a curve. We need just a good curve. Haywire may have been a consideration if they're the Leyline Zoo deck, but pick your poison. Hopefully it's just gonna take care of either the Draco, Sign of Draco, and or the Leyline itself. Alright, opponent. Join me. Opponent's taking a break. And we are just chilling. So, haven't done the Emry thing yet, which is like the one fun thing I've wanted to do in this league. I don't even know if we've drawn Emry one time. It's just been scales draws, but I mean, I'm here to win, like, but also have some fun. You know, try a new thing. Like I said in the deck tech, More of like just trying to do the Emry thing in scales and let Emry be the grindy card advantage card that they have to answer while also playing, the good artifact threats like Ravager, Ballista, that they also want to answer, but maybe they have to answer Emry first if we get an Emry down early, because I can replay them if they try to answer those. And replaying like Bobble, drawing cards is a thing, but also replaying Welding Jar. That's really what I want to be trying to do. Just Welding Jar every turn, and if you're against like if it's an attrition based like meta, they definitely have to answer Emry. If you have Welding Jar plus Emry plus Artifact Creature, where you're just gonna, they have to take care of Emry first, because then Emry can just recasting Bobble is or I'm sorry, recasting Welding Jar is definitely a thing. My opponent seems to be MIA, and I don't know where they're at. So opponent can't rush good poop. This is true. Opponent, I hope you're using your squatty potty to let it out easy, my man. So, let's see. What do we sideboard here? Considerations for the Haywire Mites. We thought about it. Probably Pick Your Poison can do something very similar. All about the good BMs. Hopefully I can BM on my opponents. I'll be using the squatty potty here, opponent. Maybe opponent disconnected. Who knows? That would be a sad, sad day. Has not said. Let's see if opponent's clock coming down. My sanity is also coming down. Opponent, please. Please. Let me move on to the next match, opponent. Opponent just AFK. So sad. Let's see if I do mod. Not exactly sure I remember how to do that. We're going to make is tanking. This is painful. I feel like they need to make the timeout clause on Magic Online like 5 minutes. Because I don't want people wasting more than 5 minutes of my life. Thanks for being here. If you're here. For those in the chat. I really appreciate it. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'm on as much as I can be, but I work full time. I have very odd hours for my job. I work sometimes early mornings, sometimes late at night. My stream schedule is not a schedule because I don't have one. And I have a family, so that adds to the mix. Nonetheless, if you want to subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate it. Always love new faces, new people to talk to. Because my friends and my family are all working and can't be bothered to be here. Just kidding. We have people here. Oh. Timeout. Alright, let's go to the next one. Thank you, opponent. Could have done that a while ago. Two and one, kind of like non-game against Zoo, but, you know, or not a non-game, but non-match against Zoo. But we did play some meta decks. We beat Rhinos round one, kind of lost. Living End's usually a good matchup for Scales, but I don't know if I played it great at all, or if I should have mulliganed. I think I mulliganed to 5 in game 2, and still didn't have a great hand. Maybe I should have gone to 4 looking for like 2 lands, 2 hate pieces. This hand we will keep on the play. This is, well, it's a turn 2 Emry if we want it. Versus like Scales, Zabaz, Needle, turn 3 Emry. It's probably what I should do. Probably should just go turn 1, get Breeding Pool. Turn 1, get Breeding Pool, play Scales, pass. See what they're on. Ragamuffin, yeah. Another Saga is a good one. I'm thinking if I should. Do I want to like Blind Needle, Scalding Tarn? That's probably like the most relevant thing I think I can needle. Play Zib Zab and just we'll just Blind Needle, Scalding Tarn. We have Mishra's Bauble, so I don't want to name that. Scalding Tarn. Kind of in this matchup specifically, we want to maximize the value of our plays. So we are going to let that die. They're going to hit us with Ragavan, but there's like, I think Waterlogged Grove. That's okay. Ballista would be a really good draw here. Nope. No cigar. Okay. I think we're going to maximize our sagas. So I think we are going to like plan to just make a saga token. Probably block Ragavan. It probably dies, but I mean, kind of is what it is. Ooh, they dump Preordain. Look at my top card, but they won't get to know it because I'm going to fetch. Okay. They probably have removal spell. They most definitely have removal spell if they're doing this, but I think that, you know, bolting my construct is better than, yeah, them bolting or heating my Emry. They kept a card on top. Okay. Let's see. A Foothills. Okay, so I get to draw off Bobble. Or they do. I'm sorry. I thought it was my Bobble. Another one. Another one. Do I make a construct? I'm thinking of like construct versus just play Emry. I think it's going to be construct. I think we're just going to sandbag this Emry for a little while. Maybe get they're just going to bolt it. Wow. Okay. Maybe that's what they kept on top. I think we're just going to get as a Boz. We could get a welding jar, or I mean a Ozolith, but this is kind of okay. I don't like that our life total is going steadily down, and if they play a big Murktide, it could be a big problem, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. Okay. Tarn, there's the Needled. Got him. Another Zip Zab. Okay, I think now, so do I play the last Saga and just go Emry? They don't have a removal spell, or they would have used it. So I think it's going to be like, they're probably going to counterspell the Emry, but it just is what it is. Because I think I'm still going to be like prized into construct, get Shadow Spear probably to like be able to race back and forth with this DRC. Yeah, they're gonna counterspell it. Okay. It stinks, but them putting a card on top does not make me feel great either. We're just gonna sit back. They're just gonna go and hit me for 3. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. 3. I mean, I think I'm just gonna block Zabaz. Well, if they have a bolt, they get to kill my construct. Like, they could just kill my Ragavan. I think this is what I'm doing. I'm willing to trade here. I could eat it. If they bolt my construct right now, then so be it. Or if they heat it, like, I don't think I can do anything about it anyway. Okay, Shredder. Was that your card? Maybe. So now, Ballista is a decent one. Let's put these on the stack. We're just floating a mana here. We're never making a Saga token this second. I think it has to be Shadow Spear. Suit up the construct, because if it is Unholy Heat, then I can at least save it by making another one. Or no, I can't. Fuck, I should have played my land drop. Thank God I didn't get punished for that. Should have been land drop, then equip. Now the question is it another construct token? Or is it just Zabaz Ballista? It's probably another construct token, I think. Alright. They have to attack with that. Or they have a, okay, they just, okay. They go to match 2. Or game 2, rather. See what we got here. We played a lot of meta, on meta matches at least. I have to take out Jar, Needle, and Zabaz. Okay. Well, that's that. I think we're... We ever bring in Dismember for these? Yeah, oh, Pick or Poison. I guess I should just be doing this. Hope that I can get rid of a creature with flying and just body Ragavan. I don't like siding out Needle specifically, though. I mean, Emry's going to get countered, or... I like Needle for EE. And I should take out probably just one Emry. We'll do that. Well, this is a good one. I will play my gemstone and probably throw away my Misty to the gemstone. Play turn 1 Saga Patchwork. If I draw a 0 mana artifact, that'd be great. Nope. Okay. I'm still going to get hit by Ragavan because I'm not going to block. See what they do. Maybe there's consideration if they have, I think they have Blood Moon. They moon me, I play, yeah, it's fine. Just going to take it. If they go turn 2 Blood Moon, kind of is what it is. Oh, that fucking hurts. On my Urza's Saga. Well, I can beside you that. And then replay it with my Emry. Maybe. And they still have a counterspell. That hurts. Yeah, they just attack my Emry, okay. I think I'm just attacking, and then I'm going to try and trade Ragavan for this Patchwork. It's probably not the correct line, but... Maybe they have another Ragavan that they're going to play, but... Okay, Shredder. No land. Bobble. Oh, they did have a Ragavan. Maybe they drew that one. Look at my top card. Yike. Probably is Zabaz. Or the Ozolith. No, it's probably Zabaz. So I'm not giving them the land off of the... I could Besage the Needle, and I'm just holding it. Because if I can hold it until... You know, if they're just stuck on lands, which, okay, now they have a third land. Maybe it's less relevant now, but I can wait till if I draw a Saga. Oh, pay the ward too. I mean, I really gotta hope that they brick on this. I get to know beforehand at least. Please be an instant on top. So they don't. So I'm just gonna save my Patchwork. I think my Patchwork's more valuable than my Zabaz right now. Come on, deck. Well, that's kind of interesting. Question is, do I just play this now? I mean, the ideal thing is to save this for a Murktide. But I think that if I don't want to be letting them connive. This is a weird match. If they draw like Expressive Iteration, it's going to be kind of terrible for me and frightening. Yeah, so they do get to kill my Patchwork. But they kept a card on top, also terrifying. I would like a Ballista maybe, would be kind of nice. Pick your poison, not exactly what the people wanted. Dash Ragavan, it's gonna hurt. have been a nice play. They get to play an Emry for 1. They get to replay there. Fuck me. I need a ballista. Real bad. Please. Scales is not it. They're going to come away with this game, I think. Oh, wait. Turn off. Turn off. Damn it. I was going to pick your poison and make them... I should have made them sacrifice their DRC. Dash Ragavan. Man, they've had some good hits off of their Ragavans this game. And I've been drawing lands. So theoretically should be at 10. EI. That sucks for me. Okay. Probably have like counterspell up for anything that I could do. Cauldron. Cauldron the Bauble, kind of ironically. I think play Cauldron. Cauldron their Bauble. And like pray. I mean, they have a Ragavan. They got a ton of shit now. I don't think we're winning this game. Probably good to concede this one right now. Murktide. I mean, oh, Shredder. Probably Shredder into dashed Ragavan. Yeah. I mean, I could. I have like one draw maybe. Ballista would be like probably the draw. Another Emry. That wouldn't have saved me, I don't think. And I have to hope they don't have a counter spell. Walking Ballista, please. Redraw. Walking Ballista, please. Nope. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Okay. Opponent hit nearly all my Emrys that game. Is Emry worth it? Do I play the Tormod's Crypt? I don't think so. Well, actually, Crypt with Emry seems like it could be fun. Huh. Pick Your Poison is less good because they have Shredders, but still does something. I'm gonna go down to 2 Zip-Zabs on the play. Wow, wish that was a green land. That being said, I don't think we have the luxury of keeping this hand. Do we just rip the green land? Our hand doesn't do nothing exactly. We'll keep. Any land lets us make construct tokens. Ironically, turn 1 I'm gonna just blind name Scalding Tarn again. Or no, I'm sorry, I lied. EE. Engineered explosives. They have a Muffin Man. Really, really need a land. Now I need any land, please. And preordain. Yeah, that's good. That's a good setup there. Another ballista to take care of this would be nice, but I'll take any green land, please, or any land for that matter, please. Green source, got him. Okie dokie. Huh. What do we do? I think we're just again maximizing our plays. I can go get a forest with this, which is probably ideal in case they drop a Blood Moon or Magus of the Moon. Which is okay, Shredder, got it. Shredder into Bobble or Preordain. Are we attacking opponent? Well, do I do this again? Get the forest. Let them hit me for 1. Yeah. They might want to connive anyway, but it's like kind of okay. At least I didn't let them get 2 more damage in. If this either the Surveil or the Ledger Shredder gets keep a 1 on top, and then they connive 1 away, probably to get a good amount of, yeah. Greenland would let me just go like poison. Oof. We're gonna see what we want to get. Tormod's Crypt is a possibility, as well as Zabaz. Could get Zabaz. Go Scales. Ravager Saga. Maybe it's just Tormod's Crypt and I keep them off like a lot of things for now, because I have another Saga. Or do I get Drum? If I get Drum, I play Scales, Ravager, pick your poison, get another Saga down. That's probably it. I think that's the... With them tapped out, I think that's what I want to do. Maybe I'll represent like Spell Pierce or something. I am gonna let them connive, but So it's going to deal 6, so I can't grow it out of range, unfortunately. Yep, kind of just is what it is. Okay, let them have the 3. Oh, they played a bobble off of EI. Okay, they get to draw another card. They get to draw a card. What am I drawing? Hangerback Walker. That's a welcome sight, I think. So I can go just construct token, pick your poison, lose to Spell Pierce. I think it's probably just pick your poison, Walker. Hope they don't have Stern Scolding. They don't. Blood Moon, there it is. Okay, well, we did play around the Blood Moon by getting our basics. Crap. Okay. Soul Cauldron off the top, please. That would be wonderful. Emry would be still a good draw. A lot of good draws. Huh. I think we're saving that. So I'm kind of hoping they like tap out for a Murktide here. Nope. Well, maybe, but less likely. Yeah, Dash Ragaman, and maybe I should have played around that a little bit better. That's okay. Hopefully we can Gemstone, okay. I was hoping they would like tap out and play Murktide. Cauldron. Another Walker is kind of like super good. I think we're just they got counters. Oh, Scolding. Yeah, my Hangerback got yelled at. I think we're just blocking the Ragaman. They have a one unknown and a Ragaman. They drew land for turn, presumably. There's, yep, they just play Ragaman. We have some good top decks. Scales is still a good top deck, huh? Sets us up. Cauldron, ripping a Cauldron off the top. I don't know. Did we board out any Cauldrons? I don't think so. What are they doing at our end step? Abrade the Engineered Explosives. Needle name. Okay. No, all of our Cauldrons are in our deck. So we're both top decking. You know, is what it is. We have a relevant spell for one of the scary cards. Bobble is okay, actually, kind of. We can see what they're drawing. A Subtlety is good to know about. They're going to be able to play it, but we can make them sacrifice it, presumably. So they have Subtlety and Unknown. Emry, well, that's not nothing. Let's see if they just like end step. They're probably saving the Subtlety, I would imagine. Oh, EI is a good one for them. This is the also the match I was hoping to have Emry in, something like this where it's kind of grindy. Magus of the Moon, okay. so we're not unlocking the Blood Moon. So Subtlety in hand. They have Magus. Hey, we need a top deck. That was one of the top decks I was asking for. Undo. Hopefully it's not a counterspell in hand. It's not. Which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I think we're just doing this now. We can play around Tidebinder this way. Just in case they have a Tidebinder. I think we're just attacking in the air. Making them, respect our 4-power flyer is at least something. Opponent, draw some lands. I've drawn 2. You're due to draw some lands, opponent. Yeah, I will take 2, but I'm not going to get hit by the Ragavan. And if they have, Bolt, so be it. Yeah, I'll take 2. I think my artifact creature is more valuable than 2 damage right now. So they have Subtlety and 2 Unknowns in hand. They played Steam Vents and now another EI. That'd be a good one. Oh, EE and 0. Okay. That stinks, but I understand it, opponent. I think we just we take out their Magus. We just take out their threat. We know they have a Subtlety in hand. Actually, thinking to myself here, is it possible to win this turn? We know they have Subtlety. They can flash it in. I can make him sacrifice an enchantment and then have up huge Ink Moth, or I can go sacrifice enchantment. They would have to play their Subtlety to block my Ink Moth. I get to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counters on it. Ping it, kill the Subtlety, and hit them for... Well, I can also play this. Boom. So I can go activate 1, 2, 3, sack this, get another 1, 2, 3 up to 7, and they have to I think that's good. I think then they have to top deck out. I don't think I'm scared of a Murktide then. Although I should have, darn it, I should have paid. I should have floated mana, because now I have to go get fetch shock. Not really. I don't have to do that yet, actually. I can just fire this up and attack. And maybe they don't even flash in the Subtlety, which they probably will here. But if they don't, we should be able to get them. Oh, they don't. Okay, well, then we're gonna put the Ravager underneath